Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into how to present because that's one of the key things to this business. And so let me quickly show you something before we go further into how to present training. I'm going to share my screen, go over here and do this. Okay, so everyone goes, what do you guys do, right? What do you do? So funny. Like my daughter is talking, they're having career day at school. And my daughter's like, you have to be one of the speakers. and and I go, listen, if I'm one of the speakers at career day, I'm going to change the pattern, the little pathway for a lot of these kids in school, because what you have to realize is what those of us don't know, right? When you look at what we actually do, if this right here is you and me, and we have people that are going to become members, okay? They become members. They're like our customers. So this is another look for like customers. And when people join your business, they go in either a left team, because if you look at this, this is the left side, this is the right side, or they go on the right team. And over time, what's going to happen is we're going to help everybody build two teams. Now, it's never going to happen this neatly. Okay. But what is going to happen is that your team is going to build out what is considered like a tree. And when you introduce people, you're either going to introduce people to your right side or to your left side of your business. So it will always go down this way or down this way. You will never put anybody on the inside of somebody's business. That's their job, their responsibility. What I want you guys to know is that we want to help all of you build a team where you have 5 people here, 5 people here that are keeping the membership every month. So if you're looking at what is my objective is to make sure that everybody stays on the 99. That's my objective. That is like, have you ever played a video game? And when you play a video game, you go, what is the objective of the game? How do I win the game? How do I win it? Here, your victory is a bigger and bigger residual income for you and for people on your team. Now, I want you to understand my objective, because when you get to 10 left, 10 right, 25 left, 25 right, 50 left, 50 right, 100 left, 100 right, 250 left, 250 right, 500 left, 500 right. See, when you look at this, your residual goes from 50 to 200 to 500 to 1,000 to 2,000 to 5,000 to 10,000. I'm going to show you inside of Mazaffar's brain today. Not literally, because I'm not going to cut it open. However, I am going to show you how I think. 20,000. This here is 36,000. And this here is 5,000, 5,000. This is 85,000. Okay, now let me share something with you. Where most of you are understanding the concept that we want all of these people on the 99. That's what we want. Okay. If you let that sink in for a second, that's what you want. You want everybody on the 99. My goal, mine, and I can't speak for you. This is what Muzaffar wants. Okay. I want 20 left and 20 right. Black diamonds. This is what I want. What's a black diamond? That's 5,000, 5,000. This is a black diamond. This is a purple diamond. This is a red diamond. This is a blue diamond. This is a diamond. This is an emerald. This is a sapphire. This is a gold. This is a silver. And this is a bronze. I want 20 black diamonds on my left team and 20 black diamonds on my right team. I want 100 purple diamonds. I want 250 red diamonds. I want 500 blue diamonds. If I have 1,000 people in my business that are earning $10,000 a month, how stable and secure is my business? If you're earning $10,000 a month, and that's one of the 5 ways we get paid. I'm not here to guarantee incomes. Anything that you do in Viago will be based off of your individual's activity and results by itself. Individual results may vary. That's my corporate disclosure that I have to do. So just so all of you know, but I'm telling you what I want. This is my want. This is what drives me. If I have 20 people earning 85,000 a month on my left team and 20 people earning 85,000 a month on my right team, are they going to ever quit this business? No. If I have 100 people on my left team earning 36,000 a month and 100 people on my right team earning 36,000 a month, by the way, if you haven't done the math, that's 432,000 a year. If you're making a residual of 432,000 a year, are you ever leaving Viago? Like ever? Like ever? Like, do you understand? I want 250 at red diamond. I want 500 at blue diamond. I want 1,000 left and 1,000 right that are diamonds. We have a lot of work to do. This is how my brain works. So in order for people to get to here, a black diamond, a purple diamond, any of these, right? Any of these ranks, what you have to do is you have to present the business. You have to be a presenter of this business. And when you present, you're going to hear no, and you're going to hear yes when you present the business. And what you've got to get through, because if this right here is the mindset, right? The mindset is this is the build. But Mazaffar's build is different than, or Mazaffar's mindset is different than most people's. My mindset is I want 20 black diamonds left, 20 black diamonds right. I want 100 that are purple. That's how my brain works. In order for my brain to happen, that means that I have to do training after training after training, after training after training after training, after training after training after training, after training after training after training, because I need to train an army. I need to train a volunteer army. I need to help people duplicate. So not only do I need to teach people how to present, I need you to have a higher closing ratio. And how do we do that? So I'm going to go into how to present, and there's 7 steps to present. But before I go into that, do you understand that when you're the presenter of an opportunity, do you know that you're being judged? Like, do you understand that people are judging you? They're judging you. Like, are we a judgmental society today? Yes. Is it right? No. Do we still judge? Yes. So many people take this as, hey, we're in a vacation club, so we can just be casual. And I'm going to tell you right now that you can. It's your business. You can do and build this business how you want to build this business. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Sherry decided to become a professional network marketer a professional. And so here's the difference is that when we do Zooms, so I'm going to give you an example. Not once will you see Sherry present the opportunity, half style. She will always present the opportunity to the best of her ability. So I'm going to give you an explanation. We were doing a presentation at 4 a.m. At 4 a.m., please look at the camera. And the way you see Sherry right now is exactly how she was at 4 a.m. But see, here's the difference. The way I am in a nice collared shirt, I think I had on a different shirt. It was a button-up shirt that I had on. I did the presentation that way. She did the presentation the way she is. We both looked great and we were excited and we were smiling. Here's the difference. The presentation was at 4 a.m. I woke up at 3:45 a.m. I did my hair. I'm going to tell you what I did to do my hair. I took water. I did just like this. And then I cleaned my face. I brushed my teeth. And then I put on my button up. And I put on my gear. And in 10 minutes, I was good to go. Sherry woke up at 3 a.m. to go do her makeup, her hair, her clothes. She ironed. She did all of it to be there for the 4 o'clock presentation. And she is bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, ready to go, doing a presentation, not yawning, not lying back in her bed, not whatever, because people are judging her. I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't take the time to look sharp for your own presentation, who's going to join your business? I'm here teaching how to present right now. This is a little advanced training. This is how to present, Everybody says to me, Muzaffar, I want to present the business. And I watch them when they're in a presentation. I watch how they dress when I see them here. I watch how people sit up. I watch how people take notes, don't take notes. I watch how you show up here. So the question is if you had 1,000 people in your business or 10,000 or 50,000, who would you allow to present to your team? If you were me, who would you want presenting to your team? Someone that's sloppy. Sorry, take it for the word that it is. I'm trying to think of the right word to use. And because I've been sloppy before. And what do I mean by sloppy? Is where I came I didn't look sharp. That doesn't mean a suit and tie. Sharp this is a button-up shirt. It still looks presentable, professional, all of the above. People are going to judge you when you present. If you show up to a presentation, and I'm using a guy as an example, with your shirt off. So you have no shirt on, with your hat on backwards, eating food, doing a presentation like this. Hey, yeah. So let me tell you about Viago. I'm going to tell you right now, your closing ratio is going to be very low. Not only will you have a hard time closing people into your business, but I would never put you in front of my business. So I'm here to tell you that if you want to become a presenter, just know that you're going to be judged, not just by what you say, by what your face looks like. Are you smiling? Are your eyes fresh? I got hit with a pickleball at full speed. Do you know what I had to go do? I had to go get eye drops because my eyes were red. Because people don't know me. and they're judging me. And if Shar or Melanie or Barbara or Steve or Soda or Sean or Dr. Grace or any of you brought your guest because you said you've got to hear Muzaffar, and I'm sitting there eating with my shirt off, with my eye red, going, hey, welcome to Viago. Listen, I was playing pickleball last night. I'm glad you're here. Like, do you understand? Your guests would go, who is this guy? Like, why am I listening to him? And the minute that happens, your person says no. And the minute your person says no, your energy goes down. And the minute your energy goes down, your confidence in the business goes down. And the minute your confidence in the business goes down, your ability to recruit goes down. And the minute your ability to recruit goes down, your success goes down. Do you see a spiral that's happening, ladies and gentlemen? And then you stop trusting me. The reason why people work their butt off to get somebody on a Zoom that one of us leaders are doing is we will help you close. We will help you do what? We will help you do this. We will help you build this. You know that if I can get this person right here on a call with Muzaffar and Sherry, or with a Troy Brown, or with a Jeff Ball, or with, like, there's so many. But if you, like, you know, like, I've had people jump on these Zooms with their video on while they're working out in a gym. And I've had women that are wearing very little clothes, that there are things more revealing than they should be revealing because they're exercising. If you're exercising, turn your camera off, receive all the information. I'm proud of you. If you're presenting, don't present in exercise clothes where you're showing what God has blessed you with, male or female, just so you understand. So everybody wants me to teach present. I want you to understand that people are judging you. I want you to understand that. And the best example of this for male or female has always been Sherry Sharman to me, because she leads by example. She always leads by example, just so you know. And some of you guys are unmuting your phone. Please keep it muted. Okay. So just so you understand, show up like the best recruit. Write this down. I need to show up like the best recruit of my life is in the presentation, whether it's a live presentation or a Zoom presentation. I need to show up like the best recruit of my life is in the presentation. Muzaffar, how did you get Sherry Sharman? I showed up like the best recruit of my life was in the presentation. She judged me by the way that I looked, the way that I spoke, the way that, like, everything, like how excited was I about this business? Do you understand? Her first question to me was, do I have my thumbprint on this? Because she has an expectation level that I have met for her. And she knows that if I'm all in, then her confidence level went up. I need you to be a phenomenal presenter. And some of you are going, who is he talking to? You. That's who I'm talking to. I'm telling you right now that I want you to understand, no matter how much you guys love, those of you guys that know me, And I appreciate that you love and respect me. But here's the truth. I would not be signing people up if this was the Mazaffer that was presenting. Look at your screen. That was me in my early 20s playing sports. If that's the guy that was presenting to you today, the results would not be the same. Whether you like it or not, that's a true fact. This is and people go, oh no, I would no. Listen, you can say whatever you want to say. This person would cost you money. I went from this person to Sherry going, Mazaffer, this is, you have to clean up your language. You have to clean up your look. You have to clean up this. You have to clean up that. And she groomed me and she helped me become better and help develop me. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this dude last night went to go play pickleball. Me going to play pickleball has nothing to do with presenting. I was Nike'd out with a Nike bag last night. Listen, I'm telling you right now, when I go play sports, great, that's the proper attire. But it's not the proper attire when I come to do my Viago presentation. And I'm telling you right now that I would tell my guests to literally, like what Sherry just said, it's funny, that's where my brain was headed. Sherry was to be on video, because I want the presenter to see my guest, their reaction. Are they in it? Do I need to do another analogy? What do I need to do to make this happen? Okay, this is all the first part of presenting. The first part of presenting. So right now, we need to ask ourselves, am I happy with the results of my business right now, or do I want it to be better? And for most of us, it's I want it to be better, including me. I'm not a black diamond. I want my business results to be better. So if I continue to do what I've always done, I'm going to continue to get what I've always gotten. For things to change, I have to change. For things to get better, I have to get better. For things in my life to change, my thoughts have to change. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we go into the 7 steps, what do you want? I showed you the residual and I showed you what Mazaffer wants. When are you going to write down what you want? And whatever you want from this business, you have to ask yourself, is what I'm doing right now going to get me the results that I truly want? And here's a hint. If the answer is yes, you would already have those results. If what you're doing right now was working, you would already be a black diamond. So for things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. For things in your life to change, your thoughts have to change. This is an aggressive training because some people need to be shaken. And I'm sorry if this is too aggressive for some of y'all, but I do this because I love you. And I want you to be one of these 20. I want you to be one of these 100. I want you to be one of these 250s. This is what I want in the next 24 months. This is not a 5-year plan for me. This is a 24-month plan right here. This is 24 months. And I'm clear as day. Like, this is not a hope and a prayer. This will happen. I just don't know the names of these people. I don't know the names. This will happen. This will happen. 20 black diamonds on my right and 20 black diamonds on my left will happen. Will happen. Will. I just don't know the names. So I need people to get to another level. So let's talk about how to present, ladies and gentlemen, right? How to present is simple, but it takes work. But that's anything in life. Anything worth having is worth working for. There's 7 steps to a presentation. Yes, you will, Sherry Sharman. There's 7 steps to a presentation. Yes, you will, Rika. Okay, there's 7 steps. Yes, you will, Dr. Grace and Kathy. I believe it. Here's the truth. 7 steps. Step number 1 is your story. I believe you too, Patricia. Your story. This is your why. Shar, you know I believe you. This is your story. Your why. This in a presentation is how you connect with people. What you've got to do is you've got to get people to sit there and say, me too. What I mean by that is, hey, everyone, welcome. I know that a friend or a family member or a business partner, somebody introduced you to this business, just like my friend introduced me. The goal in a presentation is to get 7 minor agreements. If you get 7 minor agreements throughout a presentation, it will increase your closing ratio. 7 minor agreements. So the first minor agreement, I try to get this done within the first 2 steps, is 7. Then my goal is, how many minor agreements can I get throughout the presentation? But the first one is that I know that a friend or a family member or a business partner, somebody introduced you to this business just like my friend introduced me. And most people, that's a minor agreement. And if I can't see them doing this, this is why Sherry says turn the camera on. I love to see, because if I can get that first nod where people go, yeah, my friend introduced me, even if it's subtle, even if it's just a subtle one, that's number 1. Minor agreement. Now, I know most people were introduced by a friend or a family member. So normally that's a minor agreement. Number 2 is I tell my story. Is I grew up from a humble beginning. My parents made $30,000 combined income, and I was told that if I want to become successful, go to school. Most people have been taught that. Most people. So even if they're not saying something, I normally have a second minor agreement. And what happened is that I graduated from university with a couple of degrees. Now, if I was a nuclear physicist, I would not sit there and say, hey, I was told to go to school to be a nuclear physicist, and that's what I graduated with. How many of you out there are a nuclear physicist? That's not a minor agreement. And nobody goes, I'm just like him. But when people go, hey, I was told to go to school and get good grades, and the better I do in school, the better I do in life. I was told that too. And I go, I ended up graduating with a couple of degrees, and I couldn't come out and find the right job for me. Some of you have heard me tell I tell different parts of my story. I got a chance to play sports, and I tore everything in my right knee. How many of you have ever had a dream in your life that was taken from you? And most people go, I have. Or I go, I had a pathway I was headed, and there was a roadblock. Have you ever had a roadblock in your life that stopped you from moving forward? It's another minor agreement. All I'm trying to do is if I can have them like me and trust me, because I was told that people do business with people that they like and trust. If they like you and trust you, they will do business with you. So these are 7 steps to a presentation. So I tell my why. Then I talk about the company's story, how it kind of came together. because it chronologically makes sense when I go my business partners. So if I was you, I would say, hey, listen, the company that I'm about to show you, Viago, via means the way or the path, and go means to go. And I found out the origin of this company. The co-founders come from great success. One of them created a skincare company that opened 900 stores in 40 countries and did over 3 billion in revenue. Some of the other co-founders created the largest travel club in the world. And they partnered together with some other individuals to create Viago. Viago pre-launched last July, launched in October, software opened in December, and today we're in over 40 countries and growing. Now, this is recorded, so if you're writing what I'm saying, great. If not, you can get the recording and pause it and get everything again. The key to doing a great presentation is not being a great slide reader.
Whose offer?
Yes,
I'm not showing that it's recording. Would you check on your end, please?
it is recording on my end.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. What happens is that the key to being a great presenter, it's not being a great slide reader. You should know the slides before you do the presentation. Do you know why I believe all of you can become great presenters? Because all of you have a song that you've memorized the words of. All of you do. All of you do. It's so funny. This morning, I was playing an older song and it's I think it's an 80s song. Yeah, I think it's the 80s song. And I don't know if any of y'all know this song, but I was literally playing the 80s song. And I still remember some of the words. Can y'all hear this? You can't hear it? No? How about now? No? You guys can't hear that? How about now?
Just come with me, man.
No? That doesn't go to my secret? It was Feel the Beat of the Rhythm of the Night. It was an 80s song by DeBarge. Like it was an 80s song. And I just played it just to smile. And I'm going, oh my God, I remember these words. Words from 1980 something. Because we used to listen to that song over and over and over and over and over again. Now, one of my favorite songs of all time that my daughters know, that if I'm ever a little grumpy, they'll play Summertime by Will Smith because it just makes me happy because I know every single word. Now, all of you have songs that you know the words of the song. That's what proves to me that all of you can become successful at this business. Because if you can memorize the words to a song, you can memorize the words to this presentation. Learning the words to some songs will make you great at karaoke. It's not going to pay you what Viago will pay you. So why not learn the words to this song? Why not learn the words to this song? All right. So this is step number 2, is learning how to tell the company's story. Right. Number 3 is our service. Service, right? So our service, ladies and gentlemen, is our product. This is our product, is our service. It's our product. Okay? So what I want you to realize is that this is what separates the average from the above average, is your ability to talk about the service. I'm going to tell you, if you listen to me present, some of you may not realize that this is what I was doing. I say things like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. This one here is amazing. Look how incredible this is. I talk about our service with adjectives. Adjectives? Is that right? Man, I got authors and writers on here. That's not right, is it? Adjectives. There's a C in here. Thank you. Adjectives. Adjectives, right? I know what they are. I told y'all, I was spelling bee champ in second grade, but those words were a lot easier than these words. Okay, so adjectives. Thank you guys for helping me. It takes a village to help Mazafar. All right, so adjectives. Here's what I want you guys to know. I know how to use them better than most. I'm telling you right now. When I go through this presentation, so I'm going to show you, okay? And I'm going to tell you to write something down. What makes a great presenter, write this down. What makes a great presenter? It's not being a slide reader. It's the ability to communicate in between slides. It's the transitions. What makes a great presenter is the transitions. It's what you say in between slides, not while the slide is up, because most people can read. It's your ability to connect the dots between slides. So when I show this, one of my connectors is, let me tell you what Viago means. Via means the way, the path, and go means to go. And I'm so excited to share this with you. This is what I'm saying when this slide is showing. And I'm talking about the CEO and I'm talking about the origin. And then I go here and I go, this is so incredible. This is amazing. I love talking about this. Is any of this sounding familiar? I just did the presentation an hour ago. Please listen to my presentations. There are adjectives everywhere. What's beautiful about this, have you guys ever heard me say that? It's an adjective. But here's the difference. I mean it. I love Viago. I don't care if there are challenges. I love my baby. I don't care if my baby farts. It smells like roses. It's my baby. It's my daughters. They can do no wrong. Do you understand? They're my daughters. I have the two most beautiful girls in the world. Do you know that my daughters are respectful and kind and caring and amazing? And I've been telling them that since they were in my wife's womb. Do you know that I've been telling me and others since Viago was in the womb that this is going to be exciting and beautiful and amazing and incredible? That's how I think about my baby. What are you saying about your baby? You are now a co-parent. This is your child. What are you going to say about your baby? Like, to me, I have it. I have it. Look how beautiful my baby is. Do you see her dimples? Look, I'm going to show you. Look at her dimples. Oh my gosh. Isn't it pretty? Isn't it amazing? When you look, and I do visuals. I go, here's what happens is that most companies, this is wholesale travel. Look at my hand. This is a visual. And I get people to stop looking at the slide and look at the video. I shift their eyes. I'm telling you details on what I do. And I go, hey, most companies market up and sell travel. What do you guys see? You see a big gap. I do this visual for a reason. And then I say, we don't do this. Now watch my visual, everyone. We give you, have y'all seen me do that? This is the wholesale price. We give you the wholesale price. I'm teaching y'all in depth what I do. Why? I need 20 black diamonds on my left, 20 black diamonds on my right. I was taught by one of my mentors. It was Sherry and her business partner that taught me this one. Muzaffar, if you become great at presenting, you'll never go broke a day in your life. This is what I worked on. This skill here. I can't spell the word adjective, but I can do them. I'm just telling you right now, I will put up my presentation because I'm confident in my presentation against anybody else presenting in the world. But that's my belief. It's not arrogance. But I still want to become better and better and better. People give suggestions. Hey, Muzaffar, but now I only take suggestions on my presentations from people that have results that I respect. Like, why would you take advice on how to get in shape from someone that's overweight? That's like somebody teaching me how to play pickleball that can't serve. Like, I'm taking advice from somebody that is a city champion right now. That's who I played with last night. He's one of the champs of the cities that I'm in. The dude's been playing for years. He plays 3 to 4 hours a night, 4 to 5 days a week. That's who I'm taking advice from. The same thing with my presentations. I take advice from Sherry Sharman. And she's like, Muzaffar, I would do this. Yes, ma'am. She was earning $100,000 a month in 1996. Yes, ma'am. I'll take advice from that one. I have other people that send me, hey, Muzaffar, if you did this, and I go, thank you. And listen, I love everyone. I respect everyone as a human being, but I respect people's results that are going to give me advice. And you should be the same way. Okay, so let's go back to our service. When you talk about our service and you go into this, there's no reason to overpromise something. I don't overpromise on flights. If you ever hear my presentation, I tell people because I'm managing their expectation. I don't want people going looking at flights and going, hey, how come they're pretty much the same? Because they are. Like, that's not our highlight. Our highlight is everything else. So I literally throw it out there so you know what you're getting. I manage people's expectation. I highlight what I need to highlight. I go through the hotels. I have fun with these. And then I talk about some of my hotels. This is a service. Then I go into escapes and I talk about how amazing this is. And it's like Netflix originals. And this is our community. And look at what we've done. And it's not, listen, my excitement is not just my words. It's my eyes. It's my tonality. It's my emphasis. And then I go, look at this. Look at this one. This is a 4-diamond property. You guys ever heard me emphasize? I put emphasis on words. And I said, this is 5 days, 4 nights, round trip airport transfers included. Do you know what it's like to come out and have your name sitting there where they're holding it, waiting for you? I create a visual. It's all inclusive. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, please do me a favor. For those of y'all that are presenting, whenever you talk about all inclusive, please don't emphasize on you can drink as much alcohol as you want. You can get, why? There might be somebody in the room that doesn't drink. I've never had a drop of alcohol in my life. You would lose me. There are recovering alcoholics that we support. Like a friend of mine, he's one of my best friends. He's been sober 26 years. Do you know how much I've learned from him? One of the things he taught me was, he said, Muzaffar, one thing that we've learned is you keep what you have by giving back. Man, Ron, I love you for that. That's from him. That's from him. But you would lose him talking about, you can just say all inclusive. Everybody understands. Everybody understands that. I talk about the foam pool party. I talk about, so I go through this. And then I give the visual on our rewards. And I talk about how our points, 1 point equals $1. And then I go into the other vacations and look at this one. And this is wow. And do you see that? And oh man. And I'm talking about our service. How many of y'all remember when I spent a lot of time, I would talk about Dubai because Sherry went there and she sent me pictures and she loved it. And it was all adjectives. It was me describing the beauty of this. This is what we do, right? This is the product. This is our service that we highlight. And then what happens is that I go into the telemed and I'm excited about it. And I go into this and I tell stories and I'm excited about it. And you can hear how amazing this, it's one of my favorite areas. This telemed is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite. And you'll hear me say it at different times. And sometimes I'll go, everybody's probably thinking every area in here is your favorite. Yes. Let me tell you, my daughter's toes are my favorite. Do you know her fingers are my favorite? Do you know my daughter's heartbeat is my favorite? Do you know her eyes are my favorite? Do you know her smile is my favorite? Do you know her hair is my favorite? Do you know the little bit of acne she has is my favorite? Do you know her ability to somersault is my favorite? Do you know the way that she hugs is my favorite? That's the same thing with my Viago business. Everything in here is my favorite. It's mine. When are you going to start making this business yours? When are you going to sit down and look at your baby and fall in love with your baby? When you love something, it's oozing out of you. Sherry goes, I love when your daughters come and we're on Zoom. She always tells him, I love the way your dad loves on you. It's oozing out of me. It's oozing out of me. It's the same with my Viago business, but different, but same. It oozes out of me when I talk about this. And if you're not at that point yet, it's okay. But work on getting there. Well, Muzaffar, if I was where you were at, I would be oozing too. Here's the secret. I oozed before my success. I oozed before my success. I fell in love before. The reason why people are scared to fall in love today is they're worried about getting hurt. They're scared to throw their heart over one more time. What if this? What if that? For me, I'm scared of missing out. I'm scared of missing out. My heart's already over. I'm all in. I'm not scared of anything. I'm willing to take the risk. I'm just telling you right now. I don't want 1 or 2 years to go by and see these leaders walking across stage as Black Diamond and I'm going, I should have, I could have, I would have. If I only, if, anytime I say the word if, this book sticks out in my mind. Think and Grow Rich. There's a section in here at the very end that talks about old man if. And it's alibis that hold us back from having results. And he talks about people who do not succeed. People who do not succeed have one distinguishing trait in common. They all know the reasons for failure and have what they believe to be an airtight alibi to explain away their own lack of achievement. Listen to me, my friends. Please listen to this. Some of these alibis are clever. And a few of them are justifiable by the facts. But alibis cannot be used for money. The world wants to know only one thing. Have you achieved success? So a character analyst compiled a list of the most commonly used alibis. As you read the list, examine yourself carefully and determine how many of these alibis, if any, are your own property. Remember, the philosophy presented in this book makes every one of these alibis obsolete. The properties in the book. So here's an alibi. If I didn't have a wife and family, then I'd be able to blah, 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 blah. If I had enough pull in the company, then if money were not an, if I had a good education, then if I could get a job, then if I had better health, then if I only had more time, then if times were better, if other people only understood me, if conditions around me were different, if I could live my life over again, if I would not fear what they would say, if I had just been given a chance, if other people didn't have it in for me, if I were only younger, if I were only older, if I would have been born rich, if I could just meet the right people, if I could just find a Sherry Sharman, then I'd be successful too. If I had the talent that person did, if people didn't get on my nerves, if I didn't have to look out for my house and look after the children, if I didn't have to, if I only had somebody to help me, I don't have an upline like that person. No, I don't have spillover. If I only had spillover, if I only had people going into my team every day, if Sherry called me every day, if I lived in a big city, if I could just get, if I were only free, if I had the same personality as, if I were not, and there's still 2 more pages of this. Do you understand? Now watch. Please listen. If, and this is the greatest of them all, if I had the courage to see myself as I really am, I would find out what is wrong with me and correct it. And correct it. Then I might have a chance to profit by my mistakes and learn something from the experience of others. For I know that there is something wrong, and I would now be where I would be if I had spent more time analyzing this and making myself become better, and less time creating an alibi to cover my mistakes. Ladies and gentlemen, there's so much that we could spend time doing. I want you to become a great presenter. But to become a great presenter, you have to let go of the alibis and become excited and fall in love with your Viago business. Step number 4 is our compensation. Same thing with our compensation adjectives. Don't make any income guarantees. Do not do that. Right? Our slides are really simple. Number 5, this is where we go into testimonials. Number 6, I talk about training. And number 7 is the close and follow up. you always want to have short testimonials, 30 to 60 seconds. A testimonial can make or break a presentation. A testimonial goes like this. Write this down. It's your name, where you are from, what you used to do, so people can say either I'm like that person or they know someone like you that they will introduce. What did you used to do? Hi, my name is Mazaffer. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I was in college and I tried to find a job and couldn't find a good one. And I got introduced to this profession or this company. What's happened since you've gotten started? So many people want to become a motivational speaker in the testimonial. This is for people to like you, trust you, relate with you, and think of someone just like you. Hi, my name is Mark Soderquist. They call me Soda for short. I'm from Dallas, Texas. What I currently do, this is used to do or current. What I currently do is I have a production business. I've been producing seminars and live events for over 35 years of my life. And if I do a seminar or a live event, I make money. If I don't make money. I got started with Viago because my dear friend Sherry Sharman decided to come out of retirement and do this. And this is the first time in my life that I'm being able to build something for me that will give me a residual income for my future. What's happened since I've gotten started, I've got a team growing on one side of my business. I've introduced people on the other side of my business. I'm excited to be a residual earner. I'm finishing up my 6 right now, and I can't wait for my future because now it's in my hands. Don't miss this. Get started. Hi, my name is Rika Botino. I'm from New Jersey. Currently, I'm a realtor. One thing I've realized as a realtor, that if I sell a house, I make money. If I don't sell a house, I don't make money. And when I'm in between selling houses, I'm almost like I'm out of a job. And I got introduced to Viago by my dear friend, Sherry Sharman. She's been a mentor and a coach to me. When I saw her come out of retirement for this opportunity, I got excited. I got started. I've introduced people. I followed her system and immediately got my 6. And now I've finished the first 2 residual areas and I'm on track to finishing gold. This is absolutely exciting. One of the key things that helped me succeed was training. I highly recommend that you get trained immediately. Don't miss this. I'm on my way to Vietnam. No one would have ever thought that was possible. Thank you, Viago. None of these are longer than 30 seconds. I can go on and on. I can do every single one of you. The testimonials. Why do I only have 2? Because sometimes I'm playing roulette on what I'm getting testimonial-wise. I love y'all, telling y'all the truth. I've tried to say 30 to 60 seconds. And sometimes I get people that go 2 minutes, 3 minutes. If everybody followed this right here, I could do 5 of these in a presentation. Like Willie was on point, bam, bam. Right? I want you to understand. Hi, my name is Willie Myers. This is where I'm from. This is what I used to do. This is what's happened. I've got my 6 and I finished this. And I'm telling you, this community is real. Don't miss this. Bam! Like it was awesome. Practice your testimonials. And the faster we can get you guys knocking this one out, the more of you I can use. You will be powerful for the presentation. Training. you have to be registered for training. If you're going to present, you got to go, I'm registered. I'm registered for the regional training event on June 14th. This is the one right now we're all promoting. After this, it's going to be Columbus that we will talk about. Right now, everybody needs to be talking about RTE, RTE, RTE. This is what everybody needs to be talking about. If you're within driving distance of San Antonio, I'll tell you to be in San Antonio. If you're not within driving distance, like Oklahoma can go, Dallas can go, Austin can go, Houston can go. I don't know the geography very well of what's close to San Antonio, but I tell people if you're within driving distance, get there. If not, this will be virtual, and all of you want to have a registration done for this. We need to make this the largest virtual regional ever done, ever in the history of Viago. My goal is to have over 3,000 people on virtually. Because if we can do that, imagine how many we can. Now, there'll be people all over the world on, but we can get 2,000 in the US to Columbus. That's what I believe. Closing and follow up. Closing is the A, B, and C. Please, everybody wants people that are all in. Don't ever punish someone for being a customer. Customers are the backbone of this business. I've always said I love our customers. Always, always, always. I love our customers. And C, here's a closing statement. Are you ready to get started, or do you need to see it again? Whenever you ask a closing statement, be quiet. The first person that talks loses. Do not ask people, what do you think? Do you want to do it? They can say no. Did you like it? So, what do you think? Are you ready? It's really simple. Are you ready to get started, or do you need to see it again? Are you ready to make money and travel the world and have fun, or do you need to see it again? Now, a lot of times, closing, and this is a different training, but what I do before a presentation, I gather enough information that I close with the information I got at the beginning. It's a different training, how to close. That's when I teach what to do before, during, and after a presentation. That's a different training. And right now, Sherry Sharman is writing down, Muzaffar needs to do that training and record it. I already know her like she knows me. All right, so here's the deal. This is all about presenting, ladies and gentlemen. This is all about presenting right now. This is what's going to help you become a great presenter. Your facial expressions. And one of the last things, and I'd love to get some of Sherry's advice on presenting because she coached me so much. One of them was, she used to tell me to smile more. She came up to me one day after a presentation. She said, Muzaffar, are you happy? And I said, excuse me? She said, are you happy? And I said, oh my God, I'm so happy, Sherry. Like I'm excited, I'm fired up. She goes, would you please let your face know? And I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, Muzaffar, you're so intense. She goes, you need to smile more. And then after that, all I saw was this blonde lady at the back of every presentation that I was at for the rest of my life doing this. Like, this is all she did to me. I'm going, oh my gosh, like that was one. I'll tell you all a funny one before I turn it over to Sherry. So I was doing a seminar with Sherry, and we were in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and there was over 500 people there, over 500. And there was a lady that was talking about vibration, and Sherry was in the back of the room, and this lady grabbed Sherry. She got emotional. They went outside. Sherry comes back in the room because she was being nice to the lady, and the lady, she was emotional in a positive way about what the seminar did for her and the vibrate and all of it. Sherry said, I have to get back in the seminar because she doesn't sit outside. She doesn't talk to people or any of that. But she was in the back because she was the next speaker after me because Sherry was mic'd up, ready to go. So she's in the back. She comes back in the room, and there was a big sound stage. And the guy that was running the sound wasn't there. And so Sherry, I can see her walk up to the sound stage, and she starts playing with the buttons. And the guy comes up to her. He went to go get batteries and went to the bathroom. And he comes back and he was like, Miss Sharman, can I help you? Literally, she's on the soundstage doing this, turning every knob she could possibly turn. And the guy goes, can I help you, Miss Sharman? She goes, yes. She goes, I'm trying to turn Muzaffar down a little bit. I'm just trying to turn his microphone down. And the guy goes, ma'am, his mic is not on right now. That's why I went to go get batteries. And it was absolutely hilarious. And it was a seminar room filled with, and I wasn't yelling and screaming. It was a normal conversation, but I had a voice that would carry. And Sherry's the one who taught me how to learn how to master my voice from certain levels to different levels. She said, you have a gift. Your voice can carry. She goes, but you have to learn when it's carrying too much. She goes, I was in the back of a room filled with 500 people, and I wanted to turn you down, and you weren't screaming. It was the vibration and the way your voice was carrying. She's been a master at presenting for a long time. And Sherry, I'd love if you could add some advice for everyone that wants to become a better presenter. Thank you for always coaching and guiding me and mentoring me. And I say all this because people give me so many compliments today on my ability to present, but they didn't see the kid I showed the picture of today. They didn't meet that kid. You did. And I'd love it if you could kind of give them some tips that could help them become better presenters. Thank you for being here.
Oh, this is my favorite. You know that because I truly believe everyone that's on this call while Muzaffar is talking, you guys have to understand, I'm watching you. I'm looking at your messages that you're posting. I delete some of your messages that you're posting because it doesn't affect the team. It's just about you. And it's like this here is the growing, how you're going to grow, how you're going to become a professional, listening to what he has to say. I'm watching Reek all the time. She's got her head, she's nodding, she's agreeing, she's giving energy. Shar, same thing. Steve, I love you. I love your background. I want to come and hang out with you. And when you smile, you light up this whole Zoom. And Willie, you know how I feel about you. You just are one so important in my life because you've never had, your challenges have motivated all of us to do better. And it's like all of us on here, if you want to become part of this community, show your face. Let us see you. Put your name on here. You can go to the top where your name is and click on the little button there where it says mute and there's 3 dots and you can rename because some of you are iPhones. That I don't get to know you. We don't get to know who you are by just being an iPhone. And if you notice, Alex, my husband, is a lot of times on our computer, a different computer, and it says Sherry Sharman. So I'm always over there changing him out to being Alex, So we want to know you. If you want to become a pro, and I'm very passionate about this because there's a big difference from being an amateur in this industry and a professional. Professionals make money. So I think all of you want to make money, and all of you that are watching this recording that could, the time didn't work for you to be on here because we have a lot of international people. I want you to understand we need thousands upon thousands of presenters, professional presenters. Otherwise, you guys are going to kill Mazafar and I. I mean, we are doing calls around the clock. We need your help. This is the best business in the whole wide world because, I don't do what he does, but guess what? I fill rooms. I invite people to get on these calls. I do my portion of it, but I'm not as good as he is on that. You know why? Because he's done it so many more times. And that's why if you want to be as good as he is, I don't miss any of his calls. It doesn't matter. I mean, you guys have seen I've gotten off airplanes and I'm driving in a car and I'm here. And it's because I love watching all of you learning from him. I trust him with you. And that is something that when you have somebody that's a leader that you can trust, because there's a lot of untrustworthy leaders in this industry. I've had my upline steal people from me. I've had my upline borrow money from me. These are things that are taboo. And we will teach you how to become strong enough to not be like Sherry Sharman, who just, oh, okay, that's all right. In the beginning of my career, guess what? It's not all right. It's not all right. This industry is for us to teach you how to become a professional person that you can go and live the dream life that you and your family leave a legacy for your family. You can will your distributorship to your family. I mean, you talk about something to work for, and get on these calls, be present, show your face. And I'm loving all the hearts, you guys. Thank you. I'm looking at the camera, but I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you. And thank you so much. And I see the rocket ships. Yeah, we are launching this, baby. And I know that I'm fired up right now because I see the potential. And we don't need millions to get this thing going. We just need a handful of true leaders that are in love with Viago. I am in love with Viago. It is, I mean, the analogies that you use, Mazafar, are so perfect because when you say it's a baby, you can't expect a baby to run when it comes out of the womb. We're a baby still. When people are finding everything that's wrong, it only takes one reason why not to do this business. Don't go looking for a bunch of things. If this isn't for you and this doesn't motivate you to go change people's lives, then this career isn't for you. If you're just about making money, you know what? They come and they go. We look for true community partners, people that want to not only, travel the world and have fun with, but really want to help people financially. See, to you, you may be looking at 85,000 a month as a black diamond. I am. I hope you are. But there are other people out there, an extra $1,000 a month, not only could put shoes on their kids' feet, but take their kids to a movie, go have some fun with them. When you start, and I got chills even talking about this right now, because ladies and gentlemen, that is why I came out of retirement. I can give you so many different reasons, but when I really have to go why I'm doing this, when I have a whole nother business that's going and flourishing right now that I should be focused on, but I gave that to my husband and my son because I want to work with you. I want to be with the people. I want to be able to inspire the next generation of leadership to see where Mazafar came from and where he is now, for every one of you to experience that. It is the greatest gift. And I am. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. And I am probably one of the most proud mothers that you've ever seen because I look at all of you as part of my family. And I feel blessed from the core of my being to be able to share with all of you that if I can do it, a 72-year-old woman, work my tail off to build something that I believe is going to be great, so can you. But we need to step it up. Everybody on this call needs to step up your game. You want to get on this next call and you don't want to just have a picture anymore. You want to be present. You want to be somebody that matters in this group. Show your face. Let's go build this together. You matter. And Mazafar, I hope I didn't get too crazy on everybody, but I really am inspired to let everyone know that we have the greatest company I've ever seen in my career. I have never seen an Isaac Ben Shabbat and an Eddie Head, who are the two pillars for this company. And then all the leaders that are on here, I've never seen this in my career. Almost 4 decades. Imagine where we are going to be in the next 5 years. If you don't get busy with this, you're going to be left in the dust. We want you walking across the stage and us cheering you on. And that's going to happen if you will pay attention and study what Muzaffar just taught you. Memorize it, learn it, listen to him over and over again. I love the people, even if you don't have a guest on the call, get on the call. We need you to learn this. So together, you know, everyone achieves more, but I truly believe the team that we have here is going to be known as the unicorn of this industry, the one that everyone is looking at and going, ah, I wish I would have started in the beginning. See, you're starting in the beginning. Now let's go succeed together. So thank you, Muzaffar, and back to you.
I appreciate it. And listen, this recording, Soda will get it. Thank you for all your help, Soda. He'll get it done and we'll get it put into the inner circle. Listen, it's something you guys need to listen to over and over and over again. And Soda will make the edits, or he'll get it to the people that will help us get it done. Thank you guys so much. Have a great Saturday. And let's go after this. Make this weekend count. The next presentation Sherry and I are doing is on Monday, and you can have a phenomenal weekend presenting, and then get all of them to come. So people that you've already presented to, get them to bring one for Friday. Well, I mean, for Monday, while you're bringing one for Monday. So with that being said, have a great day, everyone. God bless.